Hey, welcome to Jaw Jacking. Basically, this is a 30-minute Ask Me Anything where we hang out and do stuff. My shorts are riding up, so give me a second. I shouldn't see that high up on my thigh while I'm sitting in a chair. All right. I am in Vegas. I am filming my TV show, Late Night with Jerry. We got shooting today. It's wicked fun. All right. Hey, what's up, Jamie Fleck? Good to see you. I had gotten asked earlier, where did I get this sippy cup? Let me see if I can pull that up for y'all. And I'll let chat decide if I chose incorrectly. If I chose Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, if I chose poorly. Here, let me look really quickly. Here we are. All right, how do I humana. Okay, so here is the coffee cup, okay? This is my sippy cup. Now look at the colors I could have chose from, right? I could have gotten this one. Hello, computer, give me graphics. I could have gotten this one, right? But to me, that's kind of basic, right? That kind of blends in. I could have gotten this one. I thought about this one for a hot minute. And I was like, well, I mean, if I'm going to be a bear, I bet I should be a grizzly. If I'm going to be a bear, I should be a grizzly. So I went for this one. Plus, like, look at this picture, right? Look at this guy. This guy's using a French press. He's pouring. That dude doesn't look like he's eating from a sippy cup, right? It doesn't look like a sippy cup. It looks pretty diesel. So I went with it. So this is what, like, come on. Maybe I have to hold it like this. Right? Like, maybe I hold it like this and it looks less sippy cuppy. Here's the thing. I need my coffee when I'm on travel. I have a full French press. This is my travel one. Thank you for the gift, CJ. My travel French press. And I need a coffee cup that can travel well and doesn't do heat transfer. This thing is a scalding hot cup of coffee and I can hold it. Trashy travel mugs, they transfer the heat so you burn your hand, and I'm not into that. No one's into that, okay? All right, let me look. Mods are dropping chat stuff in here. Let's see what the chat says. Simply Cyber question. Okay, so BSec is saying I should got the blue because it would have matched Simply Cyber. Okay, I totally swung and a miss. Jerry, what channel will the show be on? It will initially air on Night TV Plus, or Night TV Plus, I believe, William airs. All the information will be made available. My understanding is that the show will premiere in August. That's my understanding. I think it's going to align. There might be like a premiere. I'm not sure. Here's the thing. At one point, I said something on stream about the show. And the studio did not like that I said that. I had a talking to. So now I'm like gun shy to share anything with the show because I basically don't want to step in that pile again, frankly. So I don't know what I'm allowed to share and what I'm not allowed to share, honestly. But I do know that the show will be on Night TV. Leatherneck Cyber Warrior says, let the explicits fly. You sound like a real Marine, brah. Crayons flying out my mouth. Wear glasses in Vegas. All right. I do have sunglasses. They're all the way over there. I can't get them, though. John V with the super chat. Thanks, John, so much for the super chat.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Holy crap, John. I have an interview opportunity tomorrow with one of the big four. Do you have any tips for me going in? Hell yes, sir. All right. So congratulations, first of all, John. Big Four, if you guys don't know, they're the big four accounting firm like KPMG, Deloitte. Let's see. I did work for Big Four early in my career. I mean, I guess I would say, dress for the part, right? Typically, it's more professional, right? They take themselves seriously. Be deliberate in your answers. Definitely mention the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief when they ask you about staying current. Would you know, if you want, remember that those businesses are they're almost exclusively like client-based businesses. So you may want to ask them about like, when they say, do you have any questions for us? Be like, oh, hey, you know, like, is there a particular engagement that you're thinking of putting me on, or this position is related to? Who's the client? You know, for another thing, John, that I would say is like, I always like not just saying like, oh, I attend the daily cyber threat brief, but like, think of stories, like go through the last couple days of stories, John, and like think about the stories, like Change Healthcare. That's a perfect one. Like everybody knows about the Change Healthcare. Whoever's interviewing you knows about the Change Healthcare, right? So don't just say like, oh, I know about Change Healthcare, but if you can weave interesting things about the Change Healthcare attack into the interview, you're going to demonstrate that yes, you are, you know, paying attention and you are engaged, right? So I hope that helps. I hope you get the job. I hope you come back and you're like, got the job, and then we can be like, that's right. That's right. I love playing that sound effect because we reserve that for when people get jobs and break into the industry. All right. Question from J.E. Michelle on the TikTok ban. Is it an attack on 1A versus spying on Americans from a foreign regime? Oh, is it attack on the First Amendment versus spying on Americans? Yeah, well, here's the thing. If I had to guess, I think it's because of spying on Americans and the contentious China versus America. I mean, basically, again, I don't really like to get political, but I will share this. I believe that essentially right now the United States is the first world power, right? It like most of the world's on U.S. dollar, and we've been kind of like leading the charge for, you know, basically since industrialization, right, in the early 1900s. And China's making a play for becoming reigning supreme, right? They're investing heavily in AI, heavily in technical advantages, and the TikTok thing is just seen as that. So it's the same reason why the United States is like strangling semiconductor technology being imported into China or exported into China, depending on how you look at it. It's because it's like this fight. And I swear to God, that's why the TikTok thing is. So I think the First Amendment is a convenient way to wrap it. And I do think that it is a legitimate concern, but I think it's going to happen, frankly, because I don't believe in the Illuminati, but I do think that people in powerful positions talk to each other and they choose things that align with their agenda. Again, we're getting way too political, so I'm going to move on. David P says, Jerry, can you please share the link to your Flare video? Oh, yeah, sure. So here's the Flare video that we're going to be watching together on stream. Give me 1 second. All right, I just dropped it in it, so if people want to, like, when it's time to like pivot, we can all go over there. Okay. Let's see. ZMF says, Jerry, y'all need to be doing a live stream while filming the Late Show. Yeah, dude, they're taking so much behind the scenes film and footage. It's really, really cool. If you went on LinkedIn, hold on, let me share my screen and dude, we should all, like, no, you don't have to do this, but I'm just telling you, like, I would strongly recommend this. Okay, hold on, let me, hold on. I got a lot going on. Check this out. This is my LinkedIn feed right here. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna drop a link in chat. This guy right here is Jabron Ilyas. This guy's awesome. This guy is awesome, okay? First of all, I'm going to drop a link in chat. Okay? He was one of my guests. Please connect with this guy. Tell him Simply Cyber sent you, okay? This guy is freaking amazing. I love this guy. He's going to come on Simply Cyber Live too, okay? This guy's got a million stories, okay? But he took some photos from behind the scenes. So like this is on stage. So the whole set is green screened and it's all virtual. And dude, when you see what the final product looked like, it's insane. It's insane what the studio is able to do. It looks nothing like this. So there's Jabron. Here's the set taken from behind. You can see the director's space over here. That's Eric Capuano in the A-hole chair there, and Jabron's in the B-hole chair. It's me, late nighting it up, and then, there's what the studio will look like. And then here's a director shot. This is part of the crew. Jabron's up in the front. We got Allie Knight, Mel Knight, Steve Hoyt, myself. Mariah's there. So, yeah, it's really, 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 really been fun. It's been fun. It's been stressful. I've been working my tail off, but it's been fun. All right. I tried to sign up for Night TV. ZMF, does that mean that you didn't get to? Like, is it not work? Can you not sign up for it? I signed up last year. It worked. They actually lowered their prices, which is nice. Louvre. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's not. That's private chat. Yeah. Yeah, I worked at Booz Allen. If you guys didn't know, I worked at Booz Allen for probably, 6 years. Great experience. I loved Booz Allen. I actually forgot. I worked at 2 Big Fours. So I worked at KPMG. They forked it to Bearing Point, but KPMG Consulting was my first big boy job. And then I worked at Booz. So I'm a regular stuffed shirt. Although, you know what I hate? I'll tell you what I hate. I hate having to wear a suit. I used to have to wear a suit and tie to work every day. Do you know how much that sucks? I'm sure, women are like, bro, come on. But I hated, I think of a suit and tie as a costume. Like, I had to put a costume on every day. The hell? All right, here we go. Have you ever considered a security engineering related role? I was a security architect for a couple years, if that counts. I love GRC, but I have 2 computer science degrees. I do I do understand technology. I know it looks like I'm an idiot up here, but I do engineering type stuff. But where I am in my career now, Roman C. I'm probably, here's the reality. The further up you go in your career, the further away from the keyboard you get, if that makes sense to people. You will have a decision point in your life where you have to decide if you're going to stay on the keyboard or continue up. And you can be a senior specialist still on the keyboard, but in reality, you will hit a ceiling if you don't get away from the keyboard, which is difficult for people. Honestly, it can be troubling. It's a very difficult transformation period in many technical people's career. Carrie's saying, I'm trying to do a virtual volunteering with companies, and it looks like I have one company that I will start. Why is it so hard to get people's attention? I don't know, Carrie. Just, I guess what I would say, Carrie, is be organic, look for opportunities. You can lead a horse to water, right? But you can't take the horse by the back of the neck and shove its head into the water. That will be ill received. Okay, Segun Ayudel says, what are the likely interview questions a company can ask on Prisma Access Palo Altos? Oh, wow. Okay. So this is more of a question, I reckon, for BSEC. But from a PA perspective, you may get very technical questions around, have you, it depends on what level role you're interviewing for, right? Are you interviewing for a role where you're going to manage the firewall? So here's the deal. You might get troubleshooting questions like, hey, a firewall rule is not working, or people are complaining that traffic isn't flowing. How would you troubleshoot this? I feel like a lot of engineering focused questions are around how would you troubleshoot this, or how would you investigate this issue. You might also get something like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I was never a firewall engineer. I've configured firewalls and stuff like that. But I'm really ill-equipped to basically answer that question for you. So if BSEC or someone drops it in mod chat, I will gladly relay it. But I would think it would be more around troubleshooting firewall rules, potentially around how do you submit, evaluate that. If you have multiple firewalls, in different areas, different ways, different organizations, How would you manage them? Have you ever worked in Panorama? Stuff like that. Okay. So Prisma is just orchestration in the cloud for the most part. Okay. So FedEx is saying, have you ever used AI to read a SOC report rather than reading the whole page yourself? Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, so let me show you guys this. I don't know if this is what you mean, FedEx, but like basically, you know, so like say this story right here. You can't see it on stage, but I have a Google Chrome extension called Summarize and Chat. It's a ChatGPT one. You can see when I click it, basically ChatGPT will read the news article and then basically pull out a summarized version of it. This isn't even that well summarized, but I do use this from time to time. I wonder if ChatGPT is going to puke on this story like I dunked on Microsoft. But I use this. I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but for me, the way that I like using AI, I use AI to save time, right? Some of you know this, some of you may not know this. My time is arguably the most valuable asset I have. I have very little time. I try to do lots of things. And time is important. Like even like guys, here's the thing. Like I get asked like literally, I don't think you guys like I get asked probably like 40, 50, 60 times a day. Like people will email me their resume and ask me to do like a full resume review. They'll email me their LinkedIn profile and ask me to roast it. They'll email me questions. They'll email me like and I just don't have time to respond to DMs like that. I respond to some sometimes, but I don't. So what I do is I say, oh, hey, for 30 minutes a day, I will answer any questions that come through. And that to me is the trade-off. It's like I'm taking 30 minutes and giving it, but I can't. So anyways, time is super valuable. So for me, I use AI as a time saver, whether it's doing threat intel analysis, whether it's a huge like executive order and trying to distill out what are the key facts of that, whether it's I'm doing a LinkedIn post, right? Maybe I'm doing a LinkedIn post. I'll tell ChatGPT like, hey, I want to do a LinkedIn post on this. I want to make sure that it does this, this, and this. And I'll hit the button and ChatGPT will give me a LinkedIn post. Then I bring that into like Notepad and I modify it and edit it and I make it my voice and what I want to highlight. And then I post it, right? So ChatGPT, AI, it's amazing as far as saving time goes. And I really think, I've been telling my cadets this, and I'll tell everybody in the world this. If you are not using AI, you are going to be left behind. In my opinion, AI for personal productivity, it's like the internet in the early 2000s. Like can you imagine somebody not using the internet right now? They'd be hosed, right? You have to use it or you'll be screwed. Okay. Oh, Prism does CASB? All right, we'll see. I feel like CASB is like one of those things where like it was a good idea. CASB is Cloud Access Security Broker. It's basically how organizations can manage their workforce using SaaS apps in a controlled way. I've seen CASB. I've never seen it implemented well, but it can be done, okay? What VPN do you recommend? Had ExpressVPN, but told not good. I use Proton VPN. They're not an affiliate. I don't get paid. I don't have a link or anything like that. I don't have a discount code. I use Proton VPN. I think Proton as a business has always been super legit, super straightforward, super transparent, and super focused on privacy for individuals. So for that, they get my business. All right, hold on. Let me sippy cup. Sippy cup. Ugh. Gets a little bitter near the end. Ooh. All right, Suyukti says, what are some ways to evaluate the security of a Google Chrome extension? That's a very good question. So it's very difficult, right? There's the reviews. Those can be fraud. There's, social proof. If you would like, what you can do if you want to go real deep in the weeds is you can set up a controlled instance of a computer, turn off as much crap as you possibly can, install the extension that you're interested in, turn on Wireshark, capture traffic, use the extension, turn off Wireshark, look at what's going out on the extension, see if there's anything weird going on, see if there's any polling going on. I mean, if you want to get hardcore, you could look for beaconing coming out of it and stuff like that. Also, I don't know. I don't even know what language Chrome extensions are written in. I mean, if you really wanted to get next level, you could disassemble it, or I don't know. Like, you could do analysis on it, like software analysis. You could disassemble it. You could, again, I don't know if Chrome extensions are compiled. So in the world of like software, there's a couple different softwares, but compiled or interpreter, like the two main ones. Compiled meaning you put it through a compiler and the output is bytecode, which you can't read as a human. And then there's interpreted, which is like scripts like Python, PowerShell, Bash, etc., which we as humans can read. Compiled programs run faster. Usually they're reserved for like binaries, executables, where you need that performance. Interpreted programs, performance is less of an issue. So I hope that answers your question. That was kind of a cheesy answer. Reed Holbert says, hold on, upgrading Jeff says, would it be better to use Firefox instead of Chrome? I mean, to me, Firefox and Chrome are one and the same. I understand, I'm a Chrome user. I understand that I have traded off some privacy by using Chrome because they basically soak up everything. But there's two things. If you're really serious about privacy, you should use Brave. Brave browser is the option if you're serious about privacy. Many people don't know this, but like basically all DNS resolvers, like safe browsing lists, like, websites that are banned or whatever that you can't get to because of safe browsing, Google controls that list. Okay, so like Google's already kind of like puppet mastering behind the scenes anyways. I do my email through Google. I've just basically closed my eyes, put my arms across my chest like this, and done a trust fall into Google. So, to me, Firefox used to be like the people's browser, but I feel like Firefox has gone away from that. In fact, is Firefox even still related to the Mozilla Foundation? For some reason, I feel like Firefox isn't. I might be wrong on that, but... So that's a good question for ChatGPT. I only have one hand, so it's really difficult for me to do stuff on stream and bring up that stuff. But I feel like Firefox is not part of Mozilla anymore. Why do you use the podcast that you do for the news each morning? Why do you... Oh, I listen to them and others. I'm curious if you consider them the best or you just like them, Flakinator. So Flakinator's talking about CISO series cybersecurity headlines. So I choose CISO series cybersecurity headlines simply because it is a 6-minute show, and it's basically objective summaries of news stories. There's 8 stories. So other news shows I've heard, they typically insert subjective pieces, which is what I'm doing with the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief. So I find that the CISO series enables me to stand on top of it without it conflicting with what I'm doing with the show. I will tell you, Flakinator, we are very close, as a Simply Cyber crew, to launching our own podcast audio and curating our own stories. And I'll tell you why. So CISO series, it sometimes, like at least once a week, if not once a day, will have stories that are not cybersecurity related. They will miss a story that is like breaking news, and that's unfortunate. So we've been talking internally, the mod team and I, about doing our own feed. I wanted to do it at the beginning of the year. I thought when I launched Cyber 101, I'd have free time, but the TV show has taken on way more effort than I expected, which is for better or worse. But what I will tell you is, besides the Vulnerability Management Analyst Masterclass, once I get back from Vegas, I have to do a talk in June for the state of Georgia. But besides that, I'm like free through Black Hat, DEF CON, like end of so I'm going to have some time, and I know Eric Taylor has done some work. It's basically, we understand what the workflow is going to look like, and it's just a matter of operationalizing it. So look for that pretty soon, okay? Thoughts on the Cubes OS for privacy if you want to go all out. Cyber Eddie, I haven't used Cubes before, so I don't know. If anyone in chat has a thought about Cubes OS, I would love it. Hey, let me share something with you guys now that I know, I just remembered this. Are you studying for Security Plus? Do you like good times? Are you fun? Check this out. Tonight and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Jesse Johnson, a.k.a. the Cosmic Cowboy, is doing a live stream that really, really is awesome. It helps people study for and become epic at slaying Security Plus certification exam. Tonight at 7 p.m., Jesse is having DJ BSEC. If you guys know BSEC from Thursday's AMAs, you know how awesome BSEC is. You know how awesome Jesse is. They're having a perfect storm confluence of the two of them tonight on stream. So mark your calendar, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a really great show. It's live. It's educational. It's interactive. It's dang fun. Go check it out. Subscribe. Congratulations to Jesse for delivering that public service to everybody, too. I think it's just freaking epic. ZMF says Cubes is cool. All right, what else we got? Casually Joseph's going to be there, too? Holy damn. All right, so hold on. Let's do this. Slay Security Plus tonight at 7 p.m. Today is Thursday, April 25th. At 7 p.m. Eastern Time today, Slay Security Plus is going to go full hog, going hard, YOLOing it. Insert your skitty bop Gen A language here, Zoomers. Casually Joseph, DJ BSEC, Jesse Johnson. Guys, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's going to be hot fire. It's going to slay. What other Gen Z terms can I throw at you? It's going to be dripping with Riz. I know I used both of those incorrectly, and that's okay. All right, what else we got, y'all? Yes, dare we say it will slay? I spit hot fire. Thank you, Kimberly from the couch. Kimberly can fix it, but Kimberly from the couch. All right. Hey, guys, I got to give a shout out to all of you. 308 of you still hanging for Jaw Jacking. Super dope. We've got the Flare premiere happening in just a couple minutes. I'm going to drop soon because the trailer is going to start in a hot second. Gyat! That's right, Phil Gafford. Gyat! Upgrading Jeff. I'm just a high energy dude. Are you kidding me? I love cybersecurity and I love helping people, and I get to do it for a living. Are you joking me? Like, let's go. It's easy to be full energy and up and running, bro. Upgrading Jeff. I'm living the dream, son. I get to hang out with 300 awesome people every single day. I get to help people crush their career goals. I get to celebrate when people get jobs. The mod team is freaking amazing. Eric Taylor, BSEC doing the Jaw Jackins on Tuesday, Thursday. Casually Joseph and J-Mod cueing me in on Gen Z terms. I love life. I'm married to a wicked hot woman. I love my wife. I got kids that are cool. I'm loving it. Long-time listener, first-time live. What's up, Frog? Good to see you. I've done my Google Cyber and 2Sec Plus courses. Mike Myers. Messer. Still don't feel comfortable dropping $350 on Sec Plus. Can't commit any advice. Yeah, Frog. You know what, man? I know it sucks, but I'm telling you. Set the date. Take the cert. Once you put it on the calendar, you will absolutely, it'll become real. It'll become real. If you're doing all these things, I'll tell you what, Frog, what you should do is go to Slay Security Plus tonight. They're doing Domain 3 implementation, right? See how you do. take practice exams. Commit to it. I'm telling you, of all the certs, the Security Plus is the one that really does have return on investment for industry. All right. Sweet System says, know how to add that extra stream of income for you. Spin up a recruiting firm to place your job seekers at companies you already have the feed of job seekers. Oh, yeah, maybe. You know, I'm friends with a really great professional named Deidre Diamond. She runs CyberSN. I've tried a couple times, but, you know, I'm kind of like Black Hills. I suck at capitalism. Like, I mean, I want to make money to facilitate my financial goals and provide for my family, but I'm not trying to, like, drive a gold Bentley or something up in here. You know what I mean? All right, hey, guys, it looks like the stream has started. Go to the pin chat if you want. I'm going to end the stream. I'm not even going to do the outro. Let's go. Come on, Flare.io. Guys, I'm Jerry, your chat. Thank you so very much. Go over to the live premiere right now. We're going to rate our own channel. Be well. Have a great day. I will see you in the Flare premiere. Until next time, stay secure. I hope you enjoyed the Jaw Jacking. Be sure to check out the Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Briefing happening every single weekday morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., where you can get the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, network with other professionals, and then stay for the Jaw Jacking just like you saw. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. See you in the next one.